Hello everyone. Today we have a brand new test subject and we are going to be turning it into a squatted bike. And this thing, as you can see, is pretty dirty because it's been sitting in this shed since probably 1947. Now you may be wondering, how are we going to turn this into a squatted bike? Well, you see, we're going to use a very special material to extend the forks, and that material is called rebar. Here's the rebar. That's where it went. Yeah, so we're gonna use these lovely 3-foot pieces of rebar. We're gonna cut this with an angle grinder, and then we're gonna weld that in. So it's gonna be this long. That's gonna be crazy. All right, so now we are going to try and ride this lovely machine and see how well it functions. So we are now testing the weight limit of this little rack here. It's made of plastic. And it says up here that the weight limit is 22 pounds. So we're gonna find a bigger rock and put it on there. All right, so it seems like this thing can hold 50 pounds worth of rocks, which means it's a lot stronger than it says on the label. So that is very good for our needs. Okay, we're gonna push it down this little hill now. Here we go. Alright, so it's been almost 2 months since we last worked on this bike. The first part of the video was filmed October 18th. It is now December 13th. We are here washing it, and it's like really rusty inside. As you can see, there's like rust in the handlebars. So yeah, we're gonna make it look all nice, and then we're gonna do something very fun with it. Alright, so some off-camera work was done with the bike. As you can see, it's looking really nice. We have a shiny black coat of paint on here and like a bunch of chrome accents. Then here on the side, this says 78 chromosomes. That's right, this bike has 78 chromosomes. And here we have Stunna Empire on there. And then it also has chrome handlebars, because why not? And the rims are chrome. As you can see here, the gears are chrome. And then this is our cup holder. Those are the nuts to hold the wheels on. And our chain is chrome as well. So this is gonna look really cool when it's done. Oh, and the brakes are also chrome. All right, so the bike is 100% reassembled. And let me show you some of its features. So we have gold wheel nuts, just to make it look nice. We have Stunna Empire right here. And then it's dusted in like a beautiful chrome dust with like glossy black paint. This whole handlebar assembly is chrome. The rims are chrome, so are the forks and the brakes. More gold wheel nuts right here. The little 4-finger symbol on the front, right there. And then a chrome cup holder with gold screws holding it in place. Then basically just the whole drivetrain with like the gears, the chain, the pedals, the shifter, that is all chrome as well. So we're now gonna take it for a test drive to see how well it works. And it's also not using the kickstand because it doesn't need one, because the rims are amazing. Okay, so we found a very minor issue with the rim. That's like not supposed to do that. So yeah, we're gonna try and fix that because that's like just a little bit unsafe, you know what I'm saying? Just a little. All right, we just added some special things to the wheels to make the signature clappy exhaust note of a squatted truck. So we're gonna test it. All right, so we had to put the tires back on, sadly, because the back rim decided to be a little special and start bending itself. So as you can see, the spokes are like really loose. Yeah, that should not happen. And then the back rim actually got pretty bent, as you can see. It's not so straight anymore. And this is after I straightened it too. It was like way worse before. So yeah, we're just gonna get some nice shots of me riding it. All right, so everything we've done for Papa Squat, that's its name by the way, we gave it the name Papa Squat. So everything we've done for this bike so far has been purely for cosmetics, like the paint, the noise makers. So now we're actually gonna turn it into a squatted bike. We're gonna start by cutting the rebar, and as always, safety first. All right, we have successfully cut all the rebar down to the correct sizes. So now, we just have to cut the forks like right here and then weld these in. So the bike is gonna be sitting like that, probably. It's gonna look very nice though. Extremely squatted. It'll be a perfect representation of a squatted truck, but as a bike. After riding Papa Squat around for a long time, the paint started to peel in multiple spots. So the pedals were kind of wearing out, like in terms of paint. I also repainted this because our shoes rubbed on it a lot and kind of ruined it. I also had to retape a lot of these, and we actually lost a couple. There used to be like 2 here. There used to be 1 here and another one here. Those are gone. And the main thing I had to repaint was the back rim because it's like not straight anymore, as you can see. And so every time we would ride it, it would kind of like bend more and more. And so we kind of fixed that. But the paint started to bulge where all the spokes were. And so the paint was peeling. So we had to repaint all that. And then also the brakes kind of wore into it in a few spots. But that's all fixed now. And then I did make some major improvements. I painted the valve stems gold, just as like a nice little thing. I repainted these too. And then the tires are also shiny now. So that's pretty cool. Like this one, this is the back tire. It's also really shiny, as you can see. Papa Squat hasn't moved in about, I want to say 2 months, and he's quite dirty in a lot of places. There are plants growing up his spokes. It's all like wrapped around in there. There's spiders living all over him. There's webs here. There's tons of webs back there. And then there's more plants growing up his back wheel here. There's more spiders in there. And he's been sitting in the sun for so long, his paint is starting to like wear off in tons of spots. It's just starting to peel. Okay, we're gonna do the most important part of making a squatted bike, which is actually, oh, I scratched it, which is actually cutting the forks. So we are going to make some nice lines. That was a terrible line. It's okay, we brought the paint to fix it. So here we go. That is where we are going to cut the forks with an angle grinder, and then we are going to weld in the 3 feet of rebar. Okay, we just cut the wheel, or I guess the forks, and we only cut 1 spoke, which is very good.
It's not good, but
It's not good, but pretty lined up. There's only about an inch of difference between both. But yeah, we're gonna weld in the rebar now. We finished welding it. Actually, Stetson welded it. He's an amazing welder. The forks are absolutely amazing. It's like, I can lift it up to here. That's about level. That's how much rebar we added. So now we're just gonna basically adjust the seat so it's not like going up your butt when you sit on it. And fill up the tires with some more air because they're kind of low. And the only thing holding this tire from collapsing is the air in it. So yeah, we're gonna do that and then we'll take it out for a ride. The grand reveal. Papa Squat has been completely painted. He is 100% done. This has been a whole 7 months that we've been working on it. So here's the grand reveal of Papa Squat. Wow, it's amazing. It's got his gold forks here. And then we got chrome up here. These are still chrome. We had to respray the decals because they got scratched in a few places. Yeah, we actually managed to straighten the back rim, which took me a few hours, but it's straight now, and we were able to re-enable the back brakes, so he's a lot safer now. But he looks amazing. This has been one of our biggest videos yet, one of our biggest projects. We have a very exciting video coming very soon about a bike named Phantom Tax. So, see you guys.